Joey, everybody. Welcome to episode number 13, right here on Lucia and Glynn Unplugged. We have been back now from our vacation for almost like 2 weeks.
A whole week.
Whole week. Last Sunday we didn't even go live because we were just getting back and were we cooked. Absolutely cooked. So tonight we're back so we can tell you all about our aqua trip. Introduce this guy on the camera for the very first time, I think. He's no stranger.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Sonny.
Welcome to the show.
And also bring you up to date as to what's going on next and what we're doing next. But for those of you that are new to our channel, welcome to our home.
Welcome.
Out here in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, nowhere. We're 40 short minutes from civilization.
We are.
There I am.
There you are. Silly boy.
Let me tell you, being on a new cruise ship is a real treat. We walked into our cabin for the first time, and it looked and it smelled like no one had ever slept in this cabin.
I know.
The ship we were on is Norwegian Aqua, and it had been sailing for the end of April.
Yeah.
3 months. It was sailing for 3 months.
Yeah.
So we were some of the newest customers on this ship.
Right.
They had a gorgeous atrium.
Yes, they did.
It was nothing like the Star or the Icon
Nope.
of the Seas or that. It was just like
Nope.
3 floors, and it wasn't like any of the MSC ships
No.
that have the floor to ceiling, like 18 floors
No.
of an atrium.
Hello to Anthony on the move. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in.
It was a very comfortable area of the ship.
Right.
The it was like the harbor bar or that was there. We had frequented and doled out ducks.
That's right.
Gave out ducks to all of the crew members while we were at that bar.
Hello to Marvin. Welcome in. Welcome in.
We passed out 200 ducks in 7 days on this cruise ship.
So they were talking about in a recent video that I watched that there's a duck problem on the ships.
Such a big problem.
And apparently there was this issue where somebody got so upset that a crew member took their duck that they took the time to complain and get the employee in trouble.
No ducks for
Now,
employees.
it wasn't on an NCL or an MSC. You're not going to see that anywhere. It was on a different cruise line. I'm not going to go out and name the cruise line. We'll just leave it at that. But yeah, that was pretty bad. So that's why whenever Glenn and I, do we have another cat?
Here, I'm trying to get her on the camera. Come here.
Oh, here we go. Here's the other demon child. Miss Numby.
That's her butt right there.
Miss Numby. Wait, let's show Numby. There she is. Oh, she's gone.
She ran away.
So we always take the time too when we're on a cruise. We will hand ducks to the staff members to make them feel appreciated. So I would say we gave out a lot of our ducks to the cruise members versus the people that we met. And the people that we met were the greatest people of them all. Out of all the cruises and all the years that we've been cruising from up to 2024, because the people we met in May were pretty good. They were great.
The Aussies.
Yeah. But out of all the cruises up to 2024, not including this year, because this year's have been epic, we're meeting a lot of great people.
As far as the rest of the Norwegian Aqua ship, it was a lot of like standard areas.
Yeah.
Like, here's your shopping district, here's your casino.
Mm-hmm.
There's some areas where you can relax. Here's some areas with the nightclubs. There was really 2 different nightclubs, right? It was Sid Norman's, where there would be rock and roll
Sid
going
Norman's
on.
was great.
And karaoke at the end of the night.
When Sid Norman's had the band, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have to really throw this out there. When Sid Norman's had the band, that was the best cover band that I've ever seen perform on a cruise ship. They were fantastic, especially when they covered Stevie Nicks in the main theater. Gabby, the redhead, has the most incredible voice you will ever come across.
Okay, so that was the theater.
Right.
The other nightclub was the Improv.
Oh, yeah.
And the Improv would double as a comedian's
Yeah, we didn't check out any of the comedians.
We didn't see any.
I don't think we've watched a comedian on board since Encore when we met the one comedian
in
we
Alaska.
were on port in Alaska.
In
Yeah.
Alaska.
Yep.
The one thing that was convenient about the ship, especially for us, is that we were on the 9th floor.
Mm-hmm.
We were right near the stairwell,
Mm-hmm.
and at the 8th floor, at the bottom of the stairwell, was the 24-hour restaurant and bar.
Mm-hmm.
So if we were in our room and we didn't order room service, and they charged a lot more for drinks coming from room service, so
right.
we were able to walk down to the local, take a drink, take it back to the room with us. We did order some room service along the way, but it was so convenient just to go to the local, and they had 24 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we only ate in the main dining room for breakfast once.
Yeah.
Not to discount the main dining room, because Hudson's had these windows that were 270 degrees, occupied the entire length of the ship.
Right.
And we actually were there with Jim and Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Jim and Dan. And got to hang out with them, which was really cool because we saw them again later on the ship too.
We did. We
made a lot of friends on this cruise. One of them was in the Haven.
Yes, Scott Spar.
Scott Spar.
Yep.
And he actually the last night of the cruise gave us a complete tour of the
wonderful.
Haven, which is kind of a ship within a ship on Norwegian Aqua.
Yes.
And they're very expensive rooms because they come with their own butler, they come with their own restaurant,
right.
They come with their own services that are not included in the rest of the ship.
Right.
They have their own area, but it was not. They have their own pool.
Yes.
Okay, so the Haven has their own pool. There was another section of the ship that was in between the hoity-toities in the Haven and the rest of our peons down on the regular poop deck. And it was called Vibe Beach.
Yes.
And you would have had to make
sold out quick
reservations to go to this Vibe Beach. I believe at the end of the day, it was an adults only area on the Vibe Beach.
Anthony on the Move says, I saw the Aqua from a distance. It was beautiful. Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it was a very good looking ship. The ship also stopped.
I love you too, Dave.
Second to last day at the Great Stirrup Cay, which is Norwegian Cruise Line's new private island.
Right.
And we're going to tell you more about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But we had a couple of other stops along the way before we got to Great Stirrup Cay.
Yeah.
And one of the first ports of call for our ship was Puerto Plata.
Good morning, Daniel and Yuka.
Good morning, Daniel and Yuka and Luna and Kyle.
Yes.
All the way from Tokyo, Japan.
Can't wait.
The countdown has begun to our trip to Tokyo, Japan.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
We'll talk about that in a
Hello,
couple
Travel
of
Cake
minutes,
Trips.
Thank
We
you
are
for tuning in, everybody.
Doing marvelous. Thank you for coming in.
Our first port of call was Puerto Plata, and if you don't tune into our video from that, Lucia and I just got done watching. We watch ourselves.
Might be able to
on YouTube.
Might be able
Juan
to.
Carlos.
Yeah.
Santana was our taxi driver.
Right.
We met him on a cruise last year.
We did.
December of
24 with Norwegian Gem. It rained and we went to a resort for a day.
But he hung out and waited for us.
He paid for this impromptu photo session around the resort back then. It was the most stupidest thing ever.
Everything's more memorable when it rains.
Yeah, but we had a good time. So we definitely had to check out.
So we had in December, Juan Carlos took us to the places that we had to go.
Yeah.
Well, this time we just said, we're going to hire you for the day, and he picked us up at Taino Bay, which is at the end of the cruise pier.
Yep.
And he took us to the most beautiful beach, the most beautiful resort, the most beautiful hotel. Took us where the rich people lived and the poor people lived. He took us for an overlook so we can get great pictures of our Norwegian Aqua in the distance.
Right.
He took us to the cigar factory, the Amber Museum, the Pink Street, the Umbrella Street, Central Park in Puerto Plata, and we had a wonderful time in Puerto Plata. It was the most beautiful, God-given weather that day.
We did.
We had the blue skies and the puffy white clouds, and I highly recommend getting yourself a private guide to take you around in Puerto Plata. And if you need his information, let us know. We've already got him booked for October, the end of October, beginning of November, when we are returning on World America.
Right.
MSC World America.
And we'll talk about that in a little bit, too.
For my 60th birthday, and we will stop back at Puerto Plata, but we have something very, very special in store for that, and we'll tell you a little bit about that when we get a chance.
Yes.
So Puerto Plata was our first port of call. Our second port of call was St. Thomas, the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Last time we didn't do anything at St. Thomas.
Well, this time we did a little bit more than nothing in St. Thomas.
The last time we were in St. Thomas, we got on a catamaran with our friend Doug Famey of Doug Famey Adventures.
Went to St. John
National Park, and they all went jumping off the back of the ship, snorkeling, all that good stuff. I didn't do nothing.
So this time we knew that there was a cable car right near where the cruise ship was porting, and we got a ride on the cable car to the top of the mountain. We hung out up there and drank the bushwhackers.
You drank the bushwhackers.
I drank the bushwhackers.
I don't drink.
She had a fresh squeezed lemonade, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was good.
And then at the bottom of the cable car was the Pirate Museum.
That was cool.
I love to go to a great Pirate Museum. Pirate Museum was 5 out of 5. Cable car was 5 out of 5. And when we were done there, we went to what was a Chinese restaurant that crew members had recommended to us. They said, you have to go to the Great Wall Chinese restaurant in St. Thomas. Well, they were wrong. We should have went to the other Chinese restaurant in St. Thomas.
Right.
In any event, we had a couple of lunch specials at the Chinese restaurant. Fed the local economy.
Sure.
Did we do any shopping?
No.
Not really.
It's all Diamond District.
Yeah, well, we got back on the ship and we enjoyed the rest of the day. But what a cool stop in St. Thomas that was. That was fun. That day. We did a couple of things that we never had done before. And that's what it's all about when you're on a cruise ship. You want to go find some adventure. Where did we go after St. Thomas?
Tortola. That was an early morning wake up.
It was another island. It's very, very close. This is British Virgin Islands. And I believe technically that we were in another country. So we were, at that point, is that 54 countries? I think Lucia and I have seen 54 countries together in the last 10 years. Where when we were visiting Tortola, we had an organized group. We got up at 5:30 in the morning
too early.
Because our cruise ship only had its berth in Tortola for half a day.
Right.
So get off of the ship, 6:15, meet our guides. They take us in a pickup truck that had bleacher seating to it and took us for a ride around Tortola to show us around, one of the poorest places on the planet.
And there is the real celebrity of the show right there, Mr. Mark Booze.
Welcome, Mr. Booze.
We'll be talking about your segment coming up next, buddy.
That's right.
Wait.
That's right.
We're still talking about the ship.
Boarding the bleacher seat pickup truck was often interesting, but the thing is, yes, they took us to some poor places, but all you had to do was to look up and you would see some rich people's houses on the hill.
That's right.
They took us to the most beautiful beach, gave us a welcome drink, which was fruit juice or more water, and we put the suntan lotion on and we hung out at the beach. Most beautiful place for about 2 hours or so.
Yeah.
And then they took us back to the ship. It was only a half a day in Tortola, so we were going to take whatever we can get. And magnet and a keychain before we got on the ship is about what the order of business is.
Right.
And that was our third stop on the ship.
Right.
Now, the next day was a sea day, so we didn't get off of the ship at all. But each one of these nights that we were on the ship, we would attend a different specialty restaurant.
Yep.
The very first night we got on the ship, we went to their Mexican restaurant called Los Lobos, and we ordered more food than we could possibly eat. They give you 2 appetizers a person, 2 main courses a person, or no.
Well, would you look at this? Sorry to interrupt. Here comes another celebrity into the chat room, Mr. Haven.
Hello, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
So 2 appetizers per person, 1 entree per person, 1 dessert per person. That's included with your specialty package. Los Lobos did not disappoint.
No, we ate Los Lobos twice. That's how good it was.
We went there the first night. We went there the last night. Hasuki is their hibachi.
Hasuki was good stuff. That's the biggest hibachi.
Very, very entertaining. How many tables?
That was the biggest hibachi you've ever eaten, and it had to be at least 12 to 16 tables.
There had to be either 12 or 16 different hibachi tables there, and they were doing a heck of a business. Italian restaurant.
Oh yeah, Anda by
Scarpetta.
That was good.
We shared that with a couple that we had just met. They were sitting next to us.
You got yelled at for telling me to shut up.
I don't know why you were told to shut up.
Because you were being mean to me.
But we ordered some nice Italian fare. We tried not to eat all of the pizza.
Agreed. Way too loud at Hasuki. Agreed. If you have a hearing problem, agreed.
So that was Anda by Scarpetta. We also went to Namba Sushi, but Namba Sushi wasn't very popular on this ship at all. There was never like a crowd of people. You never needed a reservation if you wanted to go to the sushi bar. And so we only ate sushi one night. We didn't have a reservation for it, but it was it was nice because we got there and the waiter suggested, why don't you just get a specialty order for one person and split it?
Right.
And that was enough food for us all. I think that's the night that, we ate the sushi at the beginning of the night, and then at the end of the night, we got ourselves some BLTs from room service.
That was so good.
And don't be fooled. The room service on the ship is very, very targeted. It's very, very
targeted.
It's on time.
Oh yes.
Meaning that don't be afraid that you're going to get cold food.
You don't get cold food.
You're going to be missing something. Something's going to fall off of the plate. They are very attentive to detail and they're very targeted because they're watching your food come off of the line. That's
right.
And once it gets wrapped up, somebody runs it up to your table.
Right.
Now, I heard that there's a cruise ship out there that has robots to deliver food to your room.
Isn't that the new Star of the Seas?
Can you imagine getting a knock on your door from the robot? Like, whoa, your BLTs are here, sir. Right? What other specialty restaurant am I forgetting about? We didn't go to La Bistro. We didn't go to Arcagni's. We just did these. Listen, I'm talking to you.
I know, I'm listening.
Okay, what other specialty restaurant did we go to?
Well, we had Ando. We had the Thai restaurant. We had
Sukiyaki.
Yeah.
Sukatai restaurant and Palomar are the other two.
Yep.
Palomar was a Mediterranean restaurant. Reminded me of some of the Greek fare that we had because we had a Greek salad with feta cheese on it. We had some grilled octopus. Lucia had a whole fish, and she doesn't normally order that.
No,
that whole fish.
But you should have seen the massive salt crusted fish
that went by us. Oh, that's the one where you got the scallops and the clams, right? Me and mine, I forget what my dish was. Anyway, that was Palomar. Sukhothai was like small plates. It was like tapas. It was Thai food. You can get yourself some chicken pad Thai. You can get yourself some spring rolls. You can get some the chicken satay with the peanut sauce. Some dumplings or shumai. And I just really, really, really love a variety of food, especially when you're on a cruise ship and there are so many choices. I mean, if you went up to the buffet, there would be 100 different things, no word of a lie, to choose from. But when you go to the specialty restaurant, I still am not ordering a 16-ounce steak and a baked potato and vegetables because you can get that about any time. I want to order a sample of different foods. And mentioning the sample of different foods reminds me of our first afternoon on the ship, where we went to their brand spanking new Indulge food court on Norwegian Aqua. They had representations there. They had Indian restaurant. They had a plant-based restaurant. They had Indonesian food.
I was a little disappointed.
They had barbecue, and you got your gnocchi.
Well, yeah.
So they
but I
had
was a little
this
disappointed.
pesto, green, cheesy gnocchi, and Lucia ate it the first night, the first afternoon, and the second time that we went to the Indulge food court, we sat down at 2:45. They said we close at 3:00. I think, okay, can we get our order in now? Right?
Right.
So we got our order in, and what did Lucia order?
Gnocchis.
Gnocchi.
The buffet was COVID central. Yes, I agree.
Well, I understand that about people touching the tongs and all of that. I sanitize my hands on the way in and on the way out every time.
They should really go back to handing people their food.
We ate breakfast at the buffet once, where Lucia went and she sat down. I brought us the coffees to the table, and then I went and I made us 2 sausage, egg, and cheese sandwiches on English muffins and brought them back to. So that was our one breakfast at the buffet.
Yep.
The other time we went to the buffet was we came back from one of our excursions early. It was probably the day that we were on Tortola.
Right.
And we went to the buffet. It smelled really good and all of that.
Hello, Sue-Ann Suppy of Poppin' with Sue-Ann.
And the couple of plates of food that we got at the buffet, I looked at them after the fact, and what do I get?
Look who's tuning in, Mr. Bill Warmstrong.
Welcome, Bill.
He's on his way to Ensenada and Catalina Island. Why aren't we on that trip right now, Mr. Murphy?
I don't know. Mexico got replaced.
I want to travel with Bill so bad. Bill's a lot of fun.
So anyway, we had our lunch at the buffet that one afternoon.
I was disappointed with that too.
And we were a little bit disappointed with that because I got a big pile of coleslaw. I got a big pile of salad. There was another thing that they had, maybe carrots and raisins or something. And then I got myself what looked like a panko crusted chicken breast.
That wasn't no panko crust.
And I should have got myself a hamburger instead because it was hard to find the meat in between the panko crusty stuff.
Should we show everybody what you did to my eye?
You got a problem with your eye?
He kicked my ass.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Somebody has a problem scratching stuff on their face and scratch until it's a mud.
Sorry, it was a skin tag and I just went.
Yeah, but then you didn't leave it alone for 3 days after
I haven't touched it since.
Liar. Last time we went to the buffet was this. We were on the sea day, and we were on the back of the ship and by the swimming pool, and I saw people come out, and they had little flat iron steaks, and they had grilled shrimp. I said, oh, grilled shrimp is on the buffet right now. Let's go get some grilled shrimp.
That's right. You got sick.
I ate the grilled shrimp. She didn't. And usually when we're on a cruise ship, we eat the same thing everywhere we go. So I know what I got sick from, and it was that grilled shrimp. I don't know if they just didn't cook them all the way, they didn't grill them enough, or whatever it was. But that was our 3 experiences in the buffet. We had breakfast there once, we had lunch there once, and we had that afternoon snack that included the grilled shrimp once. Now, we didn't end up getting COVID or anything like that.
Thank God.
But the stomach thing is a little problematic as well. We ate at the Indulge food court on the very first afternoon that we got on the ship, and I ordered this Indonesian red soup that had udon noodles in it. Well, Lucia ate a couple of noodles out of it, but I liked it. It was spicy, and then I ended up drinking the whole bowl of soup. Well, at 4:00 in the morning, my stomach woke me up like gurgle, gurgle, gurgle down here, and then I couldn't go back to sleep after that because I was just up with stomach issues on the very first night.
Yep.
So we had stomach issues on the first night, stomach issues on the last night, and I can identify exactly where it come from. We did have sushi in there somewhere when I didn't feel good, and that might be a problem too. Scrow's Nest is welcome in on the chat. Welcome in, Randy. If you have a sushi,
he used the toilet, all right.
Yes, exactly. And I wasn't saying that. But the sushi bar, if you're at a sushi restaurant, what I know is that you have to have high turnover to not risk serving the sushi from an hour ago. Because
Mm-hmm.
sushi has to be absolutely fresh. Sushi has to be like, we just got this fish out of the sea, we cut its tail and head off, and now we're doing
The
that.
unemployed has arrived.
Welcome unemployment. Do you know the number for the unemployment office there, Johnny? I want to check. I want to check too.
Oh my God!
Let's
You
go.
don't need a check.
I need the money, honey. I gotta go on another cruise with my unemployment check. That's right. Now, that was the only problem that we had with any of the food on the ship. Everything was absolutely delicious,
Yep.
and it's just like some of the things that are disguised in there that might be like foodborne illness. I don't know, but like the legal professionals will tell you, well, how do you really be able to know that that's what made you sick? I don't know. It's just like I know things. I drink beer and I know things. Cheers. All right, you start talking.
You just like ramrodded so much shit down my throat. I don't even know where to pick up.
Tell us about the theater. You mentioned the Fleetwood Mac girl with the red hair singing Stevie Nicks stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So
Aqua by a Norwegian Cruise Line.
Yeah, this was the Aqua. So the theater, we got to see this one girl perform. She was doing a diva show. She was really good up until she sang opera, and then I said, "Okay, I'm out."
She switched over to opera,
Yeah.
and I was deathly afraid that I was just going to fall asleep in my soup on the balcony. Up
Exactly. You wait.
So we watched half of
Hold
the
on.
show. Come on.
Any hot single Italian available? Well, you should have came on the ship with us, Johnson, and you would have found out.
There you go.
So the theater had 3 floors to it, 6, 7, and 8. So we were able to see the girl perform. Then we got to see Prince Revolution, which was really, really nice.
But it was standing room
Yeah,
only.
it was bad.
Yes.
But then the last show that we saw in there was supposed to be a Cirque du Soleil. It was more like an expensive nap.
Yeah.
We saw about 30 minutes of it, and then we walked out.
They were doing some tricks, and I was unimpressed, so we bailed on that one. So that would be 4 times that we went to shows in the main theater.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you remember, the last ship that we were on didn't have entertainment in the theater every night.
Mm-hmm.
We were on Royal Caribbean Ovation of the Seas,
mm-hmm.
and there was intermittent entertainment in the main.
Oh, I had a seat
theater.
for Revolution. Of course you did, because you were in the Haven.
Nah.
You should have had us with you.
His concierge
so we could have had a seat to Captain Spar. But the theater was nice. I like the theater. I've been in better theater. I think, would you say Ovation's theater was better?
Well, I really like MSC World Europa's theater.
Yeah, nothing beats MSC, unfortunately.
That had a giant theater in the round.
We've been on so many MSC cruises. What did we say? 6?
At least.
Well, let's see. We did
Merviglia.
We did Merviglia. We did Symphonia. We did Seashore twice. So that's 4.
Right. MSC World
Europa's 5. This is number 6.
MSC Poesia.
Oh, there's 6. So this is number 7.
6. So
7.
Coming up in November is our end of October, beginning of November.
7
is our 7th MSC cruise, and we really love to sail with MSC.
We do.
We
never have a problem.
Why did we go on Seashore twice? Do you remember?
Well, the first time was during the pandemic.
Because there was only half of.
And it was beautiful.
Half of
it was absolutely incredible. Ship. We had no problems, but the second time we went on,
it was packed. It was overrun.
Word of advice: if you're going to take a cruise, you go January through June, and then you go in September to December. Those are your best times to go on a cruise because the kids are in school. We go in May and June, and then we go September to December.
Yeah, and some kids are out of school in June. Usually not until the end of June.
Yeah, so try to go early June.
So early June.
The same thing goes if you're going to go to Greece.
September and October. Well, in October there are a lot of repositioning cruises. So if you're looking for something, especially if you're looking for something last minute, they have a lot of cruises out there now where the ship has been sailing around in Europe for a while, but it's going to be winter there, and then they move the ships to the Caribbean.
That's right.
So you would have a ship that would take you from Europe to the Caribbean. Some of these are 10 to 14-day cruises, and you can get those for a bargain rate.
Now, our next NCL cruise won't happen until next October when we go on the Creators Cruise, which is Eddie Lugo's 4.0 booze cruise that yours truly is helping host from the back end. You might want to jump on that ship with us so that you can meet everybody from the Go Live crew.
Tell me what ship that is, please.
That's the
Lucia.
Norwegian Viva. That's another one that's in the Prima class.
All right, so that's a little over a year.
You guys will get to meet us. You'll get to meet Eddie Lugo. You'll get to meet the Good Morning or the Go Live team, Cheryl and Jeremy. You'll get to meet CNS Travel. There's a whole bunch of us going on that ship. That's going to be fun. But before then, next year, before we tell you about the rest of this year, we're also going to go back on Holland America Rotterdam for the third time. We're going to do the Club Orange experience.
Why would you go back on the same ship?
Amsterdam. The
ship ports out of Rotterdam, and we will spend a couple of days in Amsterdam before and after the cruise. Rotterdam
most definitely
less than an hour by train from Amsterdam.
Yep.
And the cruise port has its own train stop along the way, so you don't need to rent a car or be bothered with cabs and DD and
do it
Uber
exactly the same way like you did the last time.
All of that. But what is on the Rotterdam ship? It's Holland America's newest ship.
The best.
We went on for the first time in September of 2022, and it was brand new when we went on at that time. We went again in June of 23 because September of 22 was so good. We've been away from it for a little while, but you know what? It came back up in our feed, and next year in June, we'll be on the ship. If you want to join us for a ship that doesn't have any children on it, that sails to Norway, that has some of the most wow-ridden food.
Well, don't forget we're doing Club Orange this time, so we're really getting up there, buddy.
Well, we'll see what the whole Club Orange experience is all about.
We know recent creators reviewed Holland America and Club Orange. We're not going to say any names, and they thought they were the youngest people on the ship. We were not old people on the ship either, and we had a great time. The serene and tranquility of the fjords was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Norway is some beautiful countryside, let me tell you that.
In May, we're going to go on a brand new Star of the Seas. God help me, shoot me now.
Supposedly, yesterday we were in New York City at the Winter Garden Theater to see the revival of Mamma Mia on Broadway.
Go ahead.
And the show that was there previous to this was Back to the Future, the musical.
That's why we're going on that ship.
And Star of the Seas has the car and the round theater.
World America has Dirty Dancing, I think.
I was talking about Back to the Future.
I'm just telling you.
All right, so on what is that one? World America, they got some Dirty Dancing going on?
Yep.
All right. So our friend Mark Booz, who was in the house tonight, he was actually on World America and got to see the
And he got to see the Speakeasy.
And he went to the Speakeasy. Speakeasy is something where you have to have a special coin, a token, to get you in the back door of the Speakeasy.
Look at this.
Right?
Tell me about these Viva and Rotterdam cruises. Ooh, maybe Mr. Scott Sparr's going to join us.
You know what? You would not go wrong with
We would actually share a room with you, Scott.
How are you going to do that?
Well, what do you like to know?
All right, so Lucia's sleeping on the balcony in this imaginary room. Oh, goodbye, Scott.
Oh, God. Queen and Dirty Dancing. Correction. You've been corrected.
Queen and Dirty Dancing.
Speaking of Aqua, we got to spend some time in Port Canaveral and Port St. Lucie before we boarded the ship. We got to check out the new Two Georges restaurant that our friend Janine Lasanti of the girls in this area owns. And the food was dynamite. We had everything on the appetizer menu. We were so full for hours.
It was a happy hour.
When we hung out with Mr. and Mrs. Booze, the greatest people on earth, we got to go to SeaWorld. We had so much fun with them. And just hanging out at their resort was The best. Yes, my brother John, we're swingers. Far from it. It was a joke. Get the hell out of here. That's disgusting. Dave and Brandy in the house. You know, Dave and Brandy live right in Forest City. How pathetic are we that we have not connected with them
I think
yet?
I saw upside down pineapple on their door.
Yeah, God. We have to connect with these guys. And Q's Cruisers, they're over in Syracuse.
Cruisers in Syracuse.
Cuse.
All right, well, get me some of that dinosaur barbecue and we'll be home free.
Yeah. But Dave and Brandy, yeah, it's on our list. We got to get together with them because they're just great people. And T and John's Adventures too. They're great too.
They go on cruises.
They do.
They go to Mexico and stuff.
So we had a good time at Orlando, or SeaWorld in Orlando. We got to see what's his name from the movie Willow cruise right by us, and it didn't hit us until after the fact.
Well, we saw stars at SeaWorld.
We did.
We got to see the Shamu whale show. We got to go to the new, it's like Soarin', but it's SeaWorld style Soarin'.
That was good.
Extended ride. It was so good.
We got booze to go on that.
And we had all you could eat at the park. So we had to sample a bunch of different restaurants.
Thank you to Lucy.
Thank you, Lucy.
Lucy she's over on Instagram, so she won't see this. But
okay.
Yeah, Lucy really hooked us up with VIP.
We had VIP treatment at SeaWorld, which was
awesome
fun for the day. It was hot that day. It was borderline 100 degrees there. And we had the time of our lives.
We did. So now, you guys are probably all wondering, where to next? For those of you who are brand new, we don't go anywhere in January through April. So when all of you guys are sitting on beaches and sipping on pina coladas and ramming shots down your throat, we're chained to our desks for 4 months. So we travel once a month, if that, at certain times throughout the year because of the accountant. And we go places and we do things. So in approximately, now let me look this up. Don't tell me.
Don't tell me.
Hold on. In approximately, hold on. 36 days. 36 days.
Where are you going?
We are going for free by plane.
For free by plane. Tell them how you do that.
To Hong Kong to go revisit Hong Kong Disney. And we are going to the future, Shenzhen, China, where we are going to go sit in a park and get our food delivered by drone. Now, you're probably all wondering, well, how did they get to go to Hong Kong for free? Get yourself a travel card that gets points and save your points.
This is a United Airlines Chase.
We're going by United Airlines.
And we used it for 14 months, racked up 220,000 miles.
I wonder how many we have now.
And that was enough to trade for two round-trip tickets direct to Hong Kong.
Yes.
And wait, no, it's not direct. We fly through San Francisco.
We always fly through San Fran.
So
whenever we go to Hong Kong,
China, 2 free tickets to get to Hong Kong.
Right.
Our hotel at Hong Kong Disney is about $175 a night.
You can't beat that.
And it includes our easy access to the park the next day. We'll be right there. We're going to do some extra things along the way because I think that we're staying for a twilight ticket where you go in the evening, ride some rides, see some things, and then go back again the next day for the entire day. But Hong Kong is an attraction in and to itself.
Yes.
And when we get there, we're going to be riding the Star Ferry. Our hotel is right near the mid-level escalators, meaning that we can be on the longest escalator, the longest outdoor escalator system in the world, which is surrounded by neighborhoods full of bars and shops and entertainment and things to see and things to do. And at the beginning of the day, the escalators are all going downward to take people to work, and the rest of the day, the escalators all go upward to take people home. Right. Hong Kong, especially that side of the harbor, is got some steep streets to it. Right. But the mid-level escalators is going to be part of our adventure every day. Yeah. Because we're going to be inspecting some of those neighborhoods over there. Got to ride the Ding Ding when we're there, which are these little double-decker buses that are about this thin. They're very skinny buses, but they make a clanging noise when they arrive at their pickup point, and they call it riding the Ding Ding.
Riding the ding, ding, ding.
Now, what else is going on? Over in Shenzhen, China, they have lit up all of the buildings in downtown, and I think it's every Friday night that they have a show where they light up. It's like the biggest video screen in the world that's made up of the skyscrapers in Shenzhen, China. That's one thing to see. Now, the other thing to see is the world's largest indoor ski slope.
Oh, here we go.
HUAFA is the name of the largest ski slope. It's just opening when we're there in September. It's just opening. It's going to be brand spanking new as a giant. Are we back?
I guess we're back now. I don't know.
All right. So
sorry about that. Back up what you just said, Murph.
Well, here's what I want to say. Yes, we're going to the future. Yes, we're going to Shenzhen, China. Everywhere that we're going to eat over there, we're going to be eating some of the best food in the world because Hong Kong is foodie central. Now, I know I always post the pictures of our food when we get back, and I will try to post pictures of our food as we're going along.
Yeah.
There's going to be so much to see and so much to do, and we're really looking forward to it. 36 days. We're almost there. That's 4.5 weeks. 5.5 weeks.
Yeah. That's exciting.
So we're definitely on our way for the next big adventure. That's the middle of September. The end of October, beginning of November, we'll be on my 60th birthday cruise. There's still time to sign up.
Yes, if you want to come on the birthday cruise,
you want to come on
contact
the
me.
Cruise, MSC World America.
Oh, and speaking of which, Autobahn Adventure Travel has a new partner.
A new travel supply partner.
As of January 1st, we will no longer be with the IntelliTravel. We're going to join Dragonfly. I think it's called Dragonfly Adventures or Dragonfly Travel Company.
All right.
My friend Melissa works for Scranton Auto Service. She's one of their agents, and we're going to go with them on the bigger and better things, of course. So, in case you're wondering what we specialize in here at Autobahn Adventure Travel, we specialize in cruises, MSC, NCL, Holland America. We also specialize in group companies such as Gate One and Friendly Planet. And coming soon, well, you already know we do our own trips, but if you want to experience something that we do, check out our website, luciaandglynn.com. There is a section on there of all our travel guides from Asia and Greece. And if you want to book an adventure like we've done,
we can help you with that. We got all the pointers.
Yeah.
We have firsthand experience.
We actually have friends that are going to Japan in September thanks to our feedback.
And don't be intimidated by the fact that these are foreign countries and you don't speak the language. You don't have this tool.
When you travel to Asia,
we will tell you exactly what you need.
According to Lucia. You need a man who's going to pack your shit. You need a man who's going to do all the planning for you so that you can just show up. And then when you get to Asia, you bring Google Translate, bring an eSIM,
Alipay,
bring
WeChat.
Not Japan. That's China. You bring an eSIM, you bring Google Translate. If you're going to Japan, that's all you really need. But if you're going to China, bring your Alipay, bring your, what's the other one you just said? WeChat. and we'll get you around the city easy.
She knows nothing.
I'm so grateful I have you.
Go on a cruise. You don't have to worry about planning anything. All you have to do is show up with your suitcases packed. Get on board. If you forget anything, they'll sell it to you.
Yeah, seriously.
So if you're interested in going to any of these places, just send us a line. Drop us a line.
Yeah,
we'll tell you how much it costs. We'll tell you how cheaply you can travel there. We've been seeing on the Facebook feed people posting their receipts from restaurants in Las Vegas. We just watched some of our favorite creators, 2 Passports and a Dream, that got to visit the Bellagio in Las Vegas.
They spent a lot of money.
They told us exactly how much they spent on everything.
And James and Paul tell it all. They went and had s'mores in Las Vegas and paid $30 and it wasn't worth it.
Well, when we go to Japan, when we go to Taiwan, we go to these places, we're paying less than half of what you would pay.
Up here at the lake, we're spending $100.
And about a third or 25% of what you would spend on a meal in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
They were talking about $39 for steak and eggs, $24 for French toast, $7.85 for an order of bacon. You want coffee? Another $7.85. You're like dropping $100 on breakfast over there, and we can go to one of the food places in Hong Kong, and we can eat like kings for breakfast, and it'll be like $20.
Yeah,
if that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Did you just wake up? Huh? Did you just wake up, little boy?
Sonny Boy is very entertained by this news.
Listen,
new feed of
Sonny
ours.
Boy has only been with us, 4 months?
Mm-hmm.
And he's already acclimated like he owns the joint. Aren't you, buddy?
Yeah, he's a good boy.
He is.
So I guess that's about all that I really wanted to talk about tonight.
Next week, we're not going to be live because we are going to be in Allentown,
Pennsylvania, for
David Lee Roth. So maybe we'll come live to you from the hotel. But we have to be quiet so we don't cause a ruckus. But yeah, next weekend will be fun. Our next adventure takes us to Seaside Heights on Saturday.
Hear about it later.
And David Lee Roth on Sunday. Hopefully, we're going to get to meet our friends, the New Taboo, that are going to the concert. Haven't seen Mike Trapp in years, so it'll be really nice to reconnect with them.
And we also have a line on a genuine, authentic Greek taverna in Bethlehem called Yanni's.
Yanni's.
And we're going to get a reservation for that.
And hopefully we'll connect with some of my childhood friends.
So thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. And we'll see what we can do next Sunday.
If you liked tonight's live, check out the playlist down below and check out the other live episodes. We don't do our podcasts like everybody else. We do ours a little bit different. Just a little bit different.